Hi, I'm Ben. I'm head teacher here at Maple Grove. We are based in the city of Chester in a beautiful old red brick school building that was built about 110 years ago and has been completely refurbished and redesigned to meet the needs of children aged 5 to 16 who are on the autism spectrum. We know that pupils on the autism spectrum can vary enormously in terms of their needs and their strengths and the things they find difficult. But we will be creating this school on the basis that children who come here have needs that are best described by autism, even if they have additional diagnoses and a range of learning difficulties. What's really exciting is that the first few children who come to the school will actually shape the provision that we have on site, and we will be building the school around the needs of those first few children. Regardless of the needs that individual pupils may present with, there are a number of things that as a staff body we can manage and control to reduce barriers to learning and reduce stress and anxiety for those children. The first of those is the physical environment that we've created here at Maple Grove. The second is our expectations of pupils in terms of their teaching and their learning and their progress. And the third of those is the pupil experience when they're in school with us. At Maple Grove, we have acoustic panelling in all of the ceiling to reduce echo and reduce reverb and support children who might find that a barrier to their learning. We also have dimmable lights, another little feature that helps some children who find that overwhelming when they're in a classroom situation. And we have a number of flexible learning spaces around the school for children who find being in a busy learning environment a challenge. We also have pretty extensive grounds in terms of where we are in a residential area, but where that was once a big playground, we've divided that into 3 specific sections. So that's with 2 aims in mind. The first is for those children who find an open space and a busy playtime very, very difficult. There are quieter, more secluded areas for them to go to. It's also because we have different areas of focus in those areas. So alongside a traditional playground with an all-weather football pitch, we have a specific area for gross motor skills, including a trampoline, slide, a climbing wall and a hammock. And we have a third area that is designated for a forest schools area for outdoor learning. In terms of baseline assessment on entry to Maple Grove School, each child will have their literacy and numeracy strengths and needs assessed. In addition to this, we will use CERTS and the Autism Education Trust's pupil progression framework to understand where exactly each pupil is in terms of their personal development and in relation to any difficulties they might have in terms of their autism. This enables us to write very, very bespoke, individualised learning pathways. It also enables teachers to plan out very carefully for small steps of progress and to record and report those small steps forward as significant as they are to parents and to the senior leadership team. We also know that some children on the autism spectrum experience very high levels of stress and anxiety, particularly around school settings and where demand is placed on them. We will use a positive behaviour support system to assess and understand why behaviours might be occurring and support children to make changes in those, finding alternative ways to meet the needs that are being met by those other behaviours. Our ultimate aim in terms of emotional regulation is actually for children to take ownership of those strategies and develop self-regulation skills. There will be 36 children on roll here at Maple Grove when we're full. We will be operating with classes of around 6 pupils and several adults per class, a combination of teachers and teaching assistants, all with a wide range of experience and training in specialist areas related to autism. We will also have floating support staff to provide one-to-one and small group interventions, and we will have a range of therapists in school on a regular basis, including speech and language, occupational therapy, educational psychology, play therapy and music therapy. Given that we know some children on the autism spectrum find it difficult to identify as part of a group, we've taken the decision to push a really big focus on a strong sense of community and identity in the school. One of the ways in which we've done that is in terms of our class names. So each of our classes is named after a Roman god, which links in really nicely with our location here in the historic city of Chester.
So here at Maple Grove, when a young person comes to us, our main aim is to get them ready for employment. Whatever the next stage for that young person's life is, whether it be further education, employment or independent living, we really want to focus on them core skills that they're going to need to do that. In order to prepare our pupils for life outside the school environment, our curriculum takes a lot of aspects from the national curriculum, but also is specially designed for young people who have autism. We focus a lot on enrichment subjects, so life skills and outdoor learning. These core skills are fantastic and really beneficial for our young people's independence. We also offer the Duke of Edinburgh Award for our young people, so we can work with young people from Bronze Award all the way up to their Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award. This is a fantastic opportunity for our young people. The confidence and the life skills and the communication sort of core skills that the young people develop through doing this is brilliant, and they really learn things that are going to further and they're going to use when they leave our environment. As part of supporting our young people in the community, we do a lot of off-site visits, so we go down to the allotment and we have a lot of life skills things that we do there, healthy eating and looking after the animals and stuff, but we also do a lot of community visits. So all of these things are really beneficial for the young people, getting them out in the community, a lot of sensory processing things, building their confidence and their self-esteem, so it's a really positive experience for them. We cover all aspects of the national curriculum, and we also cover all 8 aspects of the Autism Education Trust Pupil Progression Framework. These include sensory processing, communication and independence.
Starting a new school can be a very anxious time for any child, but it's also an anxious time for parents and carers as well. So at Maple Grove, our aim is to provide children with a very nurturing environment. We want to build a positive school community with the pupil and with parents and carers as well. A particularly stressful time can be lunchtime within the school day. This is usually an unstructured time that children with autism find quite stressful. So as part of our school community, every day staff and children will sit down together to eat lunch. This will help to develop the children's social and communication skills.
If you'd like to find out more about Maple Grove School, we'd love to talk to you. Please get in touch.